Yeah, again, taros, we've had taros from the start, actually. So they've always been there. But I think we started giving the player choice of like between two. I think that made like such a big difference as well. Because now again, the players kind of have choice. They're crafting their runs. They're kind of picking. They can kind of stack things up a bit more.
Definitely something we learned was like always have a choice. So like it's a similar thing. Like you would find a weapon sometimes, and then we're like, well, actually, if you find two, but you can only pick one, it's immediately more interesting. And yeah, that was definitely a great lesson to learn. It was actually someone suggested that idea to us. And as soon as you put it in, you're like, okay, this opens it up. Yeah. After a while, when you only got
very
one,
obvious.
Yeah, it feels like, we should have known that.
Nice. I think he's going into the adventure map as well. Oh, this is what we call the adventure map. It's kind of a little map, and again, we're given a choice, so you kind of have a few nodes to pick from. This is kind of like getting the resources for your cult. So kind of picking, do I want some wood for my cult? Do I want some food?
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it back to the choice. Yeah, and I think again that once we kind of got that going, that kind of made a big difference too. There's also these modifiers on each of the nodes. So like some levels might, like this one, enemies health is halved, but you might receive double damage. Yeah. So it's kind of like, even if you have two combat nodes, you might want to choose it a bit more wisely.
Yes, and just layering in those like little things, because even some of them I think like don't make too much difference, but they're just interesting. And we also have like random modifiers on enemies sometimes, so they'll be like bigger but have like special abilities, and like just layering in that on top of
layers. I think layer. That's how you do it.
Give choices and layer. That's
boom. That'll be our GDC talk.
Yeah, thanks for listening to my TED talk.
Nice.
This person's doing pretty well.
He's doing all right. Yeah. Doing all right. Yeah, actually, no, I don't think they're taking any damage. So.
No, this is really impressive.
They're pretty good. Yeah, so there's no difficulty settings in the demo. So if you are a bit more of a hardcore gamer, then yeah, you can play it on a harder setting. I think it's just on medium as default. Medium is also Julian mode, because it's the perfect mode where like it's hard, but I can get through it if I work hard enough, because I'm not very good at games. So
yeah, I mean, makes me think of like the other thing that we try to with the difficulty is like our goal is that you'll make it just like you'll just do it. So like when you start getting really low on health, we'll start like throwing in a little bit of help here and there, like under the hood. You shouldn't notice. So just kind of keep you at that sweet spot of like the edge of your seat. Although this guy's is absolutely smashing it. Yeah.
I think we need to go the other way. Make it harder if you're having no problems.
You're too good. Yeah.
Just throwing a surprise.
Oh,
what are you doing? Oh, what's he off? Yeah, there's you can look at the help if you're a bit confused about something. What was that red thing they were telling me about? This is a loot, so you're getting your loot as you kind of go through as well. Stuff for your base, make new meals.
You can check on your cult there in the cult tab, the third one along, and then your quests. Because you'll get loads of quests. You'll get quests from your followers who ask you to do things, and if you do it, it'll increase their loyalty. And once their loyalty is high enough, they'll give you a reward, and they'll give you more devotion. And then there's also quests from like characters you'll meet in the game, like NPCs and things like that, as well as the main, kill the bishops kind of quests as well.
Where are you bloody going, mate? There's also a little weather system, it's raining here. Very very exciting.
Yeah.
Again, just creating variation, creating a bit of just the layers.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit different.
It's cool. It does, because like if it rains and you've got farm plots, it waters them all for you automatically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
but it also increases the risk of beds breaking, and you have to kind of rebuild them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, does it not? Maybe that's, I don't know. That's never. Maybe I made that up.
Well, I mean, someone.
I'm pretty sure I probably asked at one point. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go in now. So.
I mean, but someone else on the team probably did it. I just mean I didn't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably Harrison.
Probably Harrison. Harrison is pretty on it with the requests and the Jira and stuff.
Yeah, so he's one of the progress. Did a lot of the combats, actually. So yeah, bless him.
Shout out to Harrison.
Yeah, bloody champ. Love it. Again, you got a little weapon choice, so you can kind of see there's different levels on them. this one, it's like you got a choice between a weapon or a curse as well. So it's kind of interesting sometimes. Yeah, or maybe I'll just invest and get better curses.
What? He's left them both. He's left them both.
Wow, you didn't want him.
Strong choice. Wow.
Well, he doesn't need him.
No, look at that.
So, oh, sorry, you go.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just going to say. You go for it, man.
I was just gonna say that being the demo, you kind of have all the weapons unlocked at the start, but usually you'd have to unlock them through your doctrine, through sermons and stuff like that. Yeah.
And how do sermons work? Should we talk about that real quick?
Yeah, followers. You just get your followers, press the sermon button, they'll come pray, you fill up a bar, and then you get to unlock new stuff for the player.
That's
cool.
right. That's it. I might have said that you draw power from your followers and the way their devotion is, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Fill up the bar, get an unlock.
Yeah. Here's our first mini boss. I'm Desaius.
I'm gonna put money down that this guy is not gonna take damage.
No, yeah.
He's gonna get the 20% no damage bonus.
Yeah. Again, this guy, he's kind of easy because he's like the first mini boss. I think we amped him up a bit for the demo, but yeah. Usually, like players shouldn't have any problems with this guy. It's just kind of to introduce the kind of loop of the game of going in, killing a mini boss. You get a follow up for killing him.
Yeah. We have to be so careful because there's so many things that are familiar in this game to people, but they're put together in a way we haven't seen so much before. So it was like trying not to overwhelm people at the beginning was a big part of.
Yeah, it was very overwhelming. Nice, got him again. So you kind of finish the run. Then you get a choice of reward. You get a big chest, which I think just has coins in it now. But sometimes you get a new skin or decorations, other items. And then you'll kind of leave and you'll see all the loot you got for your base. You kind of bring it back and then you'll build some buildings with your new loot, kind of make some meals with the new food you got, and kind of indoctrinate the new follower. Boom. So this guy crashed it. Very good.
There you go, 20%. Nice.
That's
definitely better than I am.
Boom. That's it. That's it.
That's the
teaser
demo.
over. That's all you get. Nothing else.
That's all I was saying.
Nice. All right. Woo. Well, I don't know. Hope that was interesting to someone. I don't know. We're just talking about the game. That's what we did. That's how we did it. So, I don't know what else to say. Join our Discord. Pre-order the game if you want. Give us money. I don't know. Anything else to say, Jay? Any other notes?
That's it. Discord. Check us out on the Twitter and August 11th. So please wishlist.
August 11th.
Wishlisting is super important because it helps with visibility on Steam. So even if you're getting it on, it's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, all of the platforms, it would still help to wishlist it. So please do. And thank you so much for watching.
All right. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye. Hello, little lamb lovers. Welcome to the Cult of the Lamb demo developer commentary. I'm Jay Armstrong. I'm the director of game design.
I'm Julian Wilton. Welcome. We're just going to do a little walkthrough today of the demo and just talk shit about it. So, welcome. welcome.
Hopefully positive shit about it.
Just the secret. Just the top secrets of the game. The secret ending, all the spoilers.
Yeah. And I'm ready to spill some beans. I'm ready to talk trash and really get into it with you today. Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's what we're doing today. Great. So we also just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's played the demo. It came out earlier today, and it's just been so great watching streams and videos and stuff of people.
Just announced our release date, August 11th. Tell your friends. Pre-orders up. It's all happening. So get on it.
The lamb is descending. August 11th.
Okay. You got summons. Thank you for the summoning. It was all, you got it going.
Enough blood sacrifice. Eventually he turned up. So should we kick this thing off?
Yeah, well, so we're just ripping off someone's vid here.
yeah.
We're not playing ourselves, so we're just gonna if they suck, we're just gonna laugh at them sucking. Hopefully they actually make it through. So we got Nintendo tutorials. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you to
Nintendo
you.
tutorials. There's your credit.
Oh, better give you a little subscribe to say thank you.
Oh no, don't subscribe. Come on.
Okay. Unsubscribed.
All right, let's get into it. Let's go.
All right,
let's go.
Let's go. Let's get moving.
All right.
So, Julian, you
is there
created
sound
that.
on?
Yeah, sound's on. Should we turn it down?
Okay.
We can turn
Oh,
it
I can't
down.
hear it, but that's fine. I don't need to hear it.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh, you're saying the key art? Is that what you
Yeah,
guys-
the main menu screen. Did you design that?
Yeah. I kind of did that, and then it's had a few revisions though along the way. I think Carl's did a version of it as well, and that's our latest. And we kind of animated it up in Spime.
Yeah, but it's been
yeah.
there from the very beginning, hasn't it? It was one of the first.
Yeah, we did it really early for our initial kind of pitch of the game, and it hasn't really changed, to be honest. Someone said they didn't like it. They said, "Oh, it looks really blank," but
How dare they?
yeah, it's honestly a bit rude. But you know, each their own.
Yeah, and
I reckon.
we have here the 4 different bishops. Don't want to spoil too much about them, but they're all voiced by members of the team. I think all the voices in the game is all team members just kind of going.
Yeah, I'm tennis ball head, the
I was
left
gonna
guy,
ask.
Leshy. Yeah. We have Jay's up here. He's Death Cat.
Yeah,
That's our internal name for him. But
Yeah,
the one who waits.
yeah, I'm the big bad. I guess that's kind of a big role, so I'm honored to have landed it.
Yeah, that's your best cred yet, I reckon. Yeah, we got these little fellas. The little cat boys.
I think Jim
Jim did
voiced
them.
them. Yeah. But they didn't speak
Um,
till later.
Yeah. So we've got this bit here. You know, basically you're asked to start a cult, and you know you got 2 options: yes and absolutely. You know, someone can play and they're like, you know, that's my choice doesn't matter, but that's kind of like that's the point. That's what we're going for. You know, you don't really have a choice in this matter. Like you're gonna have to start a cult for this guy, and you know you best just enjoy it. You know, have a good time while you're at it.
Yeah, that's the thing, because he says wise choice, but the joke is like it's yes or absolutely. So there's no choice at all, and he knows you got no choice, and that's
Some peak comedy in this game.
Yeah,
Got it all.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Pow. We did this intro ages ago as well. I think this hasn't actually changed much from our original kind of pitch as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just polish it up a bit.
Was it was that in our original prototype?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. Yeah, the idea kind of changed. Originally, you started off as an actual lamb.
That's right.
And then you got converted. Once the crown went on your head, you kind of got converted into this kind of lammy, more humanoid lammy.
So you flew around as the crown, didn't you? And then you saw just this random lamb, and then you landed on its head, and that was great. That was really cool, but it just didn't fit in the end to the sort of game we were trying to make.
Yeah, because you kind of it was like a real lamb, like it had, you know, like 4 legs and stuff. It's a bit weird. I don't know. That was old Ratu. He's kind of, you know, he's your mentor. He helps you out. He gives you the tips along the way to kind of make sure that you're turned into a good cult leader. And he's kind of his little backstory is, you know, he's helping you out. He's kind of worked with the one who waits before, and you know, he might have, you know, no spoilers, but he might have started his very own cult. So that's just a little tidbit there.
Yes, yeah, we always knew that we needed a sort of tutorial kind of character, but the one who waits was kind of trapped, so we were kind of spending a while trying to figure out how to do it, and then I think the idea of kind of making like a Master Splinter type character kind of emerged.
Yeah. Sounds a bit lame, but yeah, the tutorial character. But he's, you know, Ratu, you'll kind of
mentor.
You kind of have more interactions with him in the game. And he kind of turns into, you know, a bit of a lovable character.
He does. Yeah, that's the thing. Because once we got rid of the tutorial, like once you get through the tutorial, he disappeared completely from the game. And we're like, hang on, we've got this fleshed out character. So he's now got a whole, you know, not too many spoilers, but there's a whole section around him, and he has all these other things going on for him. So he's actually, you're right, he's quite fleshed out, and there's a lot. You should see a lot of him in the game.
Yeah, we love it. We love little Ratatouille. Who else we got? These little scampy boys. These are it's kind of interesting, the game, because like there's a few types of enemies. We've kind of got these. Each biome has these kind of animal-specific enemies. So in this one, we have like worms. But then there's also these kind of humanoid enemies, and they're kind of the cultists of the cult leaders, and they kind of, I guess, show loyalty to the cult leaders and get converted into these enemies potentially. That we kind of hint at it, but we don't go too much into it. But yeah, because I guess we had those. We started off with like more human-y enemies, I think, but then it just wasn't really. It just was kind of lame.
I think at one point it was animals versus humans almost, but yeah, it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then each of the areas kind of reflects the bishop or the god of that area. So that's why you've kind of got more worms in the first one and then different animals throughout. And these guys kind of are consistently throughout the whole game, but each area kind of focuses on different mechanics based around those animals.
Yeah.
But it sort of links back to the leader or the bishop of that area. So.
Yeah, like the Leshy. So the Leshy character's big worm. So we've got the little worm boys here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't even die in this tutorial. Actually, that's a little secret. Even though people are like, try not to get hit. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
But yeah, we've got a new follower. Got a little cow. I think that can be random, so you got a chance of all the kind of forest animals there. And as you kind of go through different biomes, you get like new ones, stuff like that. I don't really cow. I'm not a big fan of, honestly.
You don't like cow?
I don't know. Something about Cowie I'm not into. This guy's checking out the upgrades, seeing what's going to be there. But none of them are available in demo, so
you got to get the full game for us.
Yeah. So just know, this demo as well. It's very much bit of a teaser, really. We're just kind of giving you a little taste of the combat, and that's about it. You don't really even get to do any of the main kind of mechanics in the game or the kind of core loop too much.
Yeah.
But we couldn't be bothered to get a full version going just because it would be in lots of testing, and kind of like the idea of just giving a little taste. So sorry about it, but yeah, hope you like it.
That's just to assure everyone, that's just a joke. That's not the real reason. But well, kind of. But yeah, because that's the thing. Like, it's definitely designed as a tease, because it's been fun watching streamers where just as you're about to go back to your base to like your new recruit and do the next thing, it's like demo's over. So it's like we know that it's very much like a tease. But like there's such, it barely scratches the surface of the base side of the game, and everything that's like, you don't get your temple yet, and then your temple you're going to have rituals and sermons, and that's when you get more
lots
abilities.
Of cult mechanics. Yeah, we're kind of just showing the combat at this stage, but
and some food.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but the thing is, like, to do all the kind of onboarding in the game, it probably will take you like 2 hours to get through it all anyway, so it would be pretty extensive demo.
Yeah.
Okay, what name we got? Friend. Aw,
that's cute.
Cute. Yeah, change it from cow, please. Go.
What are we gonna go for?
I like Catty Boy or Fox.
Yeah, I
like
making blue cats. My last cult was all bunnies. Everyone was a bunny.
Yeah, the bunnies are good.
Yeah.
I always call them Bun.
Nice.
Pink. Yeah, nice. Good color choice here. I'm gonna just classic. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
No. We got variation. Nice.
Guys. Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of.
I never
animals.
used the variation.
Do you know?
We need
many...
more. Get Jim on it.
We need more. We always need more. Do you know how many there are? Out of interest, I feel like it's at least 30 or something like that.
I don't know. Definitely be more. But I think there's about maybe 5 or so per. Oh no, maybe 5 to 7 per new area, and then there's like a pool of like maybe like 12.
Wow. So you're getting up towards 50. Kind of, it's 40. I mean, like, we're going to keep updating the game. If people don't know that, like, after it releases, we've got some planned updates already, so we'll definitely be getting more followers in and expanding on that, because actually the way it works is like, when you unlock a new follower, or you can find or buy followers forms, you get these like scrolls, and in them they'll have like a new animal, so you can actually, like, they're sort of almost like collectibles. You can try and like unlock and find them all.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to like decorations when you get them as well. But yeah, I mean, this is just we're kind of just onboarding play here, teaching them how to, teaching you can chop down trees, that you can hit the rubble and get stone, teaching you can kind of build buildings. A lot of this game is just kind of teaching the player and kind of slowly giving them one thing at a time. So this is kind of introducing the cooking mechanic of the game, which has been a bit of a pain to get going. But I think, we've got it pretty good now, I think, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's a really good spot. We had this problem where we were looking at other games and none of them quite do what we wanted to do. So we were kind of looking at other things like, say, Don't Starve, where you take a few ingredients and you get a meal out of it. But we were doing this like you'd choose each individual item for every single person, and your cult could get to like 20 people. And so it just got completely like, wow, that seems to be taking a long time. Completely unwieldy. So we've got this like better simplified version now.
Yeah, we copied a few games. I feel like, what else did we copy? Breath of the Wild, I think, was a bit like that at one stage too.
That's right. They're very granular as well. They're like very pick every single ingredient and then make something. It just doesn't really work when you have a big cult. But I think what we got now is really fun.
Yeah, so each meal kind of has an effect as well. So like the base ones will start with some negative effects, but then you'll get ones that have like positive stuff like that. And got lots of different ones.
Yeah, the better the ingredients you find, the better rewards and stuff you'll be getting from cooking those. So like you can just kind of not worry too much, or you can try to like get exactly try and always cook the best thing. It's kind of up to you how involved you want to get in it. But the more you put into the game, the more you'll kind of get out of it. Like they'll.
Whoa! Look at that.
Nice.
Love it. Good sell. Nice. Oh, off you go. So yeah, old mate Ratu's just telling you to go, go get some coins so you can build a shrine. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, once you build a shrine, that's quite a pivotal point of your base as well, because that's where followers will pray and you'll unlock new buildings. And then you've got these 4 doors here, and they kind of they're for each of the dungeon. Each cult leader. You kind of wouldn't have thought, but there it is. It's quite linear-ish, but you can kind of unlock the doors in like different orders if you wanted to.
Yeah, totally.
Which is kind of fun if you just need struggling with one.
Yeah, and you can you got to have a certain amount of followers. We did have it like 1, 2, 3, 4, but the more we kind of opened it up, the more fun it was. So even though the later dungeons are actually harder, if you're struggling with one, you can sort of go to another one and do that for a while.
Yeah, because as you kind of play through and you got your followers, you'll do sermons to kind of get you stronger. So pretty cool. So what we got here, we got the weapons and the curses. So we kind of, that's pretty, they're kind of, I feel like we haven't had them in for that long, but yeah, basically now there's like pools of weapons and curses where you can get different ones, because I think originally we just had like 4 weapons, and again this was another point where like a lot of iteration trying to figure out how do we make the weapons work, how do we make curses do stuff, and I think we figured out just by kind of making a bunch of them and letting the player unlock them, and then kind of some do more damage. But it's hard you don't really want to upgrade the player too much, because then they're just it's gonna be too easy on some of the dungeons and you kind of lose the replayability. Yeah. So it's always been a battle of the replayability and kind of upgrading things.
Yes, totally. It was one of those parts of the game that just didn't come together until 3 or 4 months ago even. Where
like most of the games.
Most of the game, yeah. So much has come together in the last, 6 months. The game would have been unrecognizable.
Yeah, just gotta have faith, it'll come.
Yeah, faith in the land.
Oh, Leshy, what's he up to?
I think he's just threatening this time.
He just comes and says hi every now and then. He wants to know what's going on.
But it definitely gets worse as you like the later encounters with the leaders. There's definitely some fun stuff in there to experience. But I mean, with the weapons, like how did we have it before? You would just like choose a weapon. I can't even remember. But then we just sat down and we came up with all these different weapon types, and it was one of those things. As soon as we put it in, we're like, yes, this is way more fun. And so
I think. Oh, sorry. You go. Finish.
Just so much of making this game was doing that, where it's like, just putting it in, trying it, and just. It wasn't fun enough trying it again and just iterating.
I think what's helped is because yeah, before as well, it was like a choice of like what weapon you wanted, and you could at one point you could just like pick any weapon or any curse. But the thing is, if we force the player into kind of going like changing up their play style, it'll mean the runs are a bit different each time. So I think that's kind of what we favored for. So when you come across a new weapon or a new curse, often it's like a higher level and does more damage. So you're kind of inclined to maybe pick that one over your current one.
Right.
To change up your play style.
If you've got like a normal level 1 sword, but you don't like, let's say, the dagger, and the next one's a dagger, it'll be level 2, and it might have like some special thing, like it's vampiric, so it can like heal you. And so it's like, okay, I don't love that one, but it's got some cool effects, so I'll just grab it for now.
Go do the cool effects. Yeah. This is old Clawneck. Clawneck?
Who does his voice, do you know? Is this Riverboy?
I feel like Narayan? Yeah, there's our composer, again, tarots, you know, we've had tarots from the start, actually. So they've always been there. But I think we started giving the player choice of like between two. I think that made like such a big difference as well. Because now again, the players kind of have choice. They're crafting their runs. They're kind of picking. They can kind of stack things up a bit more.
Definitely something we learned was like always have a choice. So like it's a similar thing. Like you would find a weapon sometimes, and then we're like, well, actually, if you find two, but you can only pick one, it's immediately more interesting. And yeah, that was definitely a great lesson to learn. It was actually someone else, someone suggested that idea to us. And as soon as you put it in, you're like, okay, this opens it up. Yeah. After a while, you just, when you only got
very
one,
obvious.
Yeah, it feels like, oh, we should have known that.
Nice. I think he's going into the adventure map as well. Oh, this is what we call the adventure map. It's kind of a little map, and again, we're given a choice, so you kind of have a few nodes to pick from. This is kind of like getting the resources for your cult. So kind of picking, oh, do I want some wood for my cult? Do I want some food?
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it back to the choice. Yeah, and I think again that once we kind of got that going, that kind of made a big difference too. There's also these modifiers on each of the nodes. So like some levels might, like this one, enemies health is half, but you kind of receive double damage. Yeah. So it's kind of like, even if you have two combat nodes, you might want to choose it a bit more wisely.
Yes, and just layering in those like little things, because even some of them I think like don't make too much difference, but they're just interesting. And we also have like random modifiers on enemies sometimes, so they'll be like bigger but have like special abilities, and like just layering in that on top of
layers. I think layer. You know, that's how you do it.
Give choices and layer. That's
boom. That'll be our GDC talk.
Yeah, thanks for listening to my TED talk.
Nice.
This person's doing pretty well.
He's doing all right. Yeah. Doing all right. Yeah, actually, no, I don't think that's taking any damage. So.
No, this is really impressive.
Pretty good. Yeah, so there's no difficulty settings in the demo. So if you are a bit more of a hardcore gamer, then yeah, you can play it on a harder setting. I think it's just on medium as default. Medium is also Julian mode, because it's the perfect mode where like it's hard, but I can get through it if I work hard enough, because I'm not very good at games. So
yeah, I mean, it makes me think of like the other thing that we try to with the difficulty is like our goal is that you'll make it just like you'll just do it. So like when you start getting really low on health, we'll start like throwing in a little bit of help here and there, like under the hood. You shouldn't notice. So just kind of keep you at that sweet spot of like the edge of your seat. Although this guy's is absolutely smashing it. Yeah.
I think we need to go the other way. Make it harder if you're having no problems.
You're too good. Yeah.
Just throwing a surprise.
Oh,
what are you doing? Oh, what's it off? Yeah, there's you can look at the help if you're a bit confused about something. What was that red thing they were telling me about? This is a loot, so you're getting your loot as you kind of go through as well. Stuff for your base, make new meals.
You can check on your cult there in the cult tab, the third one along, and then your quests. Because you'll get loads of quests. You'll get quests from your followers who ask you to do things, and if you do it, it'll increase their loyalty. And once their loyalty is high enough, they'll give you a reward, and they'll give you more devotion. And then there's also quests from like characters you'll meet in the game, like NPCs and things like that, as well as the main, kill the bishops kind of quests as well.
Where are you bloody going, mate? There's also a little weather system, it's raining here. Very exciting. Again, just creating variation, creating a bit of just the layers.
Yeah,
Makes it a bit different.
It's cool. It does, because like if it rains and you've got farm plots, it waters them all for you automatically, right? So,
but it also increases the risk of beds breaking, and you have to kind of rebuild them.
I didn't know that.
Wait, it doesn't not. Maybe that's, I don't know. That's never. Maybe I made that up.
Someone.
I'm pretty sure I probably asked at one point. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go in now.
I mean, for someone else.